To the phones we go. Huntsville, Alabama is where we're going to start it off with Corey. Corey, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken, how are you today?
Corey, I'm still living the dream, man. What's happening?
That's awesome. Hey, thank you for those pieces of advice you gave us to start off with there. We appreciate that.
Sure. So what's going on?
Sure. So I have a question, and really I'm expecting a lot of people that are dealing with this problem right now is how to navigate during a crisis if you're in a toxic work environment or a toxic leadership environment.
Yeah.
Could you give some insight on that and just some things to be careful?
Yeah. Can you give me the specifics without mentioning names or maybe even I want you to be sensitive here, but at the same time, I want to be able to address as specifically as I can the results of the toxicity and how that's affecting you and the other team so that I can help you handle that.
Sure. Well, it's just more of a you watch people the way that they're promoted is always at the expense of you or at the expense of someone else. It's never really off of merit or something that's earned. You know, it's just a real difficult and competitive environment, and the toxicity comes into play with manipulation and those, real deep and borderline unethical situations.
Okay.
I'm afraid it kind of gets exacerbated in this situation because kind of seems to the worst can come out in folks during this time, and the best can in folks that are, have that in them also.
Yeah. So you've been passed over recently for promotion by somebody that's not worthy of it. Is that what I'm detecting?
Yeah, just set actually for about 17 years. So
okay, so this isn't a new thing.
Yeah.
You've been in this toxic environment for some time. Okay. How stable do you think your job is right now?
It's as stable as any jobs are. It's part of the critical infrastructure and one of the top on that list.
Okay. So here's the deal.
So
my advice right now handling this, because the way you posed the question was, Ken, how can I give me some advice on how to handle toxicity in this time of crisis? The reality, it seems to me like you've put up with it for 17 years, if not longer. So I would put up with it a little bit longer, because right now we are very grateful, aren't we, Corey, that even though it's toxic,
absolutely,
and there's a lot to gripe about, you're really grateful to have a super stable job. So I think you start making plans now. Start thinking, identifying. So I want you thinking about, what do you want to do? Where would you go if you could just snap your fingers and make it fall into place? You got to allow yourself to think that way, because what it'll do is you won't be fear-based thinking. You'll just be wondering. And I love wondering. Wondering is beautiful for clarity. So do a lot of wondering about, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? And if you've already figured that out, sounds like maybe you have, then I'd start making a plan behind the scenes. When this thing calms down and we get back to some type of semi-normal job market, because we don't really know what it's going to look like coming out of this thing. Yeah. But when things get back to semi-normal, what would be your strategy? And then I would be focusing on that. Yeah. And I would be focusing on gratitude. So really thankful that you're stable, and then thinking forward, thinking towards your future, a better future. That's going to give you what you need to make it through right now. So this is all about mindset. You set your mind on what you need to set it on, and it is gratitude for stability and a strategy for my future. That's all you need to do, and you'll make it.